I react?
Okay lang. Oh, YouTube, I was supposed to make a video last night, but the battery ran out. I was in the moment, I had this momentum, I was really freaking out, really animated with my video last night, but I really can't replicate it. I can't continue it. Uh, I don't have the momentum anymore, so I'll start over, okay? I was talking about a story that I was sharing with my wife there, and it's about a story of me back in high school when I joined an art competition. I used to join a lot of those back then. Well, this was a time when I was studying painting under Mr. Solano Cruz. Some of you would know who Mr. Solano Cruz is. He was my painting teacher back then. I resist to tell you more about him maybe in another video. Okay. I had 3 teachers in painting. This was in 1981. I had 3 teachers in painting. One was Mr. Solano Cruz. There's Mr. Pasto and Mr. Roca. There was this place in Manila called Field Trade, and they had a shop there where they sell their paintings. And every Saturday they would go there and paint, and they would offer free painting lessons, and I went there, painting lessons every Saturday. And after a few weeks of that, I felt really confident about myself, about my painting skills. I felt really good about myself as an artist. So I joined this competition. I think it was a competition held by this local bank for the cover of their magazine or something. Whoever wins the competition gets on the cover of their magazine. And there I was, feeling like I was the greatest artist in the world. Well, maybe in the Philippines. I felt like I was the greatest artist in the Philippines. Well, maybe not the Philippines, all of it, all the Philippines, maybe just in Metro Manila. We used to live in Metro Manila during the time, San Miguel, Manila. I was the greatest artist in Manila. Well, maybe in our district, San Miguel, more appropriate, more accurate. Well, maybe just in our street there, Aguado Street. Well, maybe just in our compound, within our compound. Well, I'm sure of that. I was the greatest artist in our compound. Well, there was an artist who lived below us. He was an Iranian. He is an Iranian. He went back to Iran, and that's it. So when he went to Iran, I was the greatest artist in the compound in Aguado Street, in San Miguel, in Manila, in the Philippines, in the world. Okay, YouTube? Don't forget that. So, I joined the contest. And there I was, sauntering inside the venue. It was a huge venue. Huge ceiling, huge area there. I was lugging my canvas and my paints, my oil paints. Well, I deal in oil paints, YouTube. That's how I roll. Why? Oil paints. I love the smell of oil paints. I would open the tube like that and would try it. Anyway, there I was in the venue, feeling like I was the greatest artist in the... Anyway, you get the idea. See? Feeling good about myself as an artist. I felt I could beat everyone in that venue. It was an on-the-spot painting contest. So I was there sitting, waiting for the judges to tell us the theme of the contest. And when they told us, they said it was conserving our forests. Okay, that's very green for 1981, 1982. It was very green. So I could get behind that. YouTube. It was I instantly knew exactly what to do. Conserving conserving nature, conserving our forests. What does that mean to me? No? Upon reflection, upon deep thought, nature means trees, doesn't it, YouTube? No? And how do you keep trees? No? How do you keep trees alive? No? How do you let them stay alive longer? How do you do that? Well, you water them, don't you, YouTube? So I thought, well, I would do a painting of me watering the trees. No? Logical, isn't it, YouTube? So, based on my personal experience as an artist, no, I used to uh, water the plants at home with a hose. So I painted myself with a hose watering the plants. No? How much profound do you want it to be? Hmm? I think it's profound enough. See? So I did a painting. I spent hours on it. Very proud that I did. And when it's done, I didn't even look at the other entries. I didn't bother. Why should I? Huh? Look at my paintings. Anyway, so there it was. After several hours, I finished the painting, and I was very proud. I stood up like that. Beat that, fools. So there. I finished the painting, set it down on the ground, and I look around, just to check out what the others have done. Checking out. Okay, show me what you got, people. Show me what you got. So I went around, and I went around, and I saw them paintings by the other guys, and I I felt like I felt like I was suddenly in some kind of museum. There was this guy, making all these contorted bodies, anatomically correct bodies, just contorted in agony like that. And somebody was making a painting of a very expressive face like that. See, and somebody was making this abstract painting, very profound. And I was like, what the hell am I doing here? All of a sudden, these guys are incredible. It's like opening a book, It's like opening a painting book, an encyclopedia of artwork. And this guy was incredible. This guy was incredible, and this guy was painting some kind of symbol of nature, and it displayed wonderful colors and wonderful layouts and stuff. And look at my painting. It was me holding a hose, watering a plant. So
You're so very profound.
yes, I thought so. I thought so. But as I keep seeing all these really terrific paintings of obviously professionals. These guys were professionals. Are they kidding me? I was only 14 years old. YouTube. What do you expect from me? I was only 14 years old, and these guys, 20 years old, 30 years old, they were making magnificent paintings, huge ones, and they were making masterpieces. And I was like, so I went slowly back to my spot. I quietly got my bag and slowly, looking around like there's nothing, nonchalantly looking around, slipping away outside the door. I left my painting there. I didn't want anyone seeing me carrying it, outside, allowing people to see what I've done. I just left it there, and up to this day, I don't know what happened to the painting.